All right, here we go. Final game of the night here in the 7th grade junior high Yale County tournament. Ted Lyons Gymnasium, Steve Pfeiffer Court, Danville Public Schools. As the Little Johns control the tip in the junior boys game. Danville junior boys taking on the Western Yale County junior boys. Ball stolen and taken down the court quickly by the Wolverines, and now the Little Johns managed to get a hold of the ball underneath on a rebound, and they're quickly back on their end of the court. Trying to make something work out here. The Little Johns have the ball tipped away, but managed to get it in the back court, bring it back to the front court. Passing it around the horn at the top of the key. Has a bounce pass underneath and loses it out of bounds. Western Yale's ball at the baseline. Here comes Western Yale to the timeline. No pressure at this point. Both teams are 0-0, 5 minutes to go in the first period. And too many steps as he tries to decide what to do with the ball. So the Little Johns will have the ball on the turnover. And Western Yale intercepts the pass. Comes right on down for the layup. And the layup is no good, but we get a foul on number 11 for the Little Johns. And it'll be a shooting foul. 2 shots from the free throw line for Western Yale County. Number 1. Is that number 1? Trying to see his number. I can't see his jersey clearly, but he makes the first end of the 1-and-1, and it is number 1, Eli Kiyata. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that last name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. And Kiyata's second shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Western Yale. Shot up and no good, and rebound by the Little Johns. And controlled out and across half court into the front court for the Little Johns. Little Johns down along the baseline, down underneath, and shot up and good. That's number 20 for the Little Johns. Alan Moreno with the 2-point bucket. Put the Little Johns in the lead, 2-1 over the Western Yale County Wolverines here early in the first period. Wolverines moving the ball around the top of the key. Just slow down to try to set a play. Western Yale loses the handle, probably tapped out by the Little Johns. And they get it to half court and across into the front court for the Little Johns. Shot up long three-pointer, no good. Off the rim, and the Western Yale County Wolverines control the ball and are back on their end of the court quickly. Junior boys, we got timeout. Timeout. Apparently we have a player bleeding. Maybe his nose got hit. Looks like maybe a bloody nose, and they're getting him off the court for the protocol there. With you can't be bleeding on the basketball court. It's one of the rules. So they get him off and get him replaced in the lineup for the Little Johns, and he's off to the locker room to get that tended to. Wolverines come in from half court, out around the top of the key. Making the ball move around, looking for the open man. And the Little Johns manage to steal the ball, and the Wolverines get the ball back. The Little Johns get the ball back. And then Moreno with the layup, good, and a foul. Number 24, I believe, was the person that committed the foul for the Wolverines, and that's Dylan McKibben. And puts Moreno for the Little Johns on the line to complete the three-point play if he can make this bucket. Layup was good. And with the free throw, no good. Little John's lead 4-1. As there's a scrum for the ball, Little John's come up with it on the far sideline. And we get a foul on number 1 for the Wolverines. On number 33 for the Little Johns. And that is Alex Mullins. And Alex is going to be at the free throw line shooting 2 as it was a shooting foul. His first shot is up and good. Second shot from Mullins. Up and good. So Little John's lead 6-1, 2:53 to go in the first period. And here come the Wolverines. Wolverines lost control of the ball on the far side with pressure from the Little Johns. And Little Johns get the ball inbounds at the half-court line. Little Johns moving the ball around, and it's intercepted by the Wolverines. And it's taken away by the Little Johns. And the pass to Alex Mullins, and a bounce off the backboard, and it is complete. And we get timeout, Western Yell County. The Little Johns. They'll come down the court with no pressure across the timeline. Pressure and then a whistle. It's going to be a push foul on number 33, Alex Mullins for the Little Johns. Wolverines will have the ball at half court. So nobody's in the bonus yet. 2 fouls on each team, though. We're getting there. 1:53 to go in the first period. 8-1, Little John's lead. Wolverines working at the top of the key. Looking for a spot. And there, the ball's tipped away by the Little Johns. Now we got a push foul on number 33 again, Alex Mullins. There'll be 2 on Mullins. And the Wolverines will have the ball on the near side. They'll let them do the substitution here. Wolverines come down to their end of the court. Look to make a pass into the inside, and it's in and out of the hands of the deep man, and the Little Johns will have the ball at the baseline. No pressure to the timeline from the Wolverines. Little Johns throw the ball. It goes off the tips of the Little Johns' fingers out of bounds. The Wolverines will get the ball back, and another substitution by the Wolverines. Minute 20 to go in the first period. 8-1, Little John's lead. The Wolverines working the ball around. Got it up underneath. Shot up. Looks like a foul on number 12 for the Little Johns. That is Jaden Harden with the foul. Number 21, Edwin Garcia, is the foulee, and he will be on the foul line shooting 2 shots. First one up and no good. Second shot up and no good as well. Little Johns get the rebound. Oh, and the ball didn't hit the rim, so that's why they stopped the play, and Little Johns will take the ball out. But anyway, Little Johns with the ball into the front court. And there's a pass and a shot. Number 5, Roger Sema with the 2-point basket underneath for the Little Johns. Under a minute to go in the first period now as the Wolverines come into the front court. Wolverines get the pass down into the paint. Then they kick it back out. And the drive in, the floating jump shot is no good, but the rebound and put in is number 21, Edwin Garcia, with the 2-point basket for the Wolverines. Little Johns get the ball. Shot, three-pointer off the glass, no good. Ball rolls out of bounds and 6.2 seconds. The Little Johns are going to have the ball on the baseline under their own basket. There's the put in and the shot up and good. Number 12, Jaden Harden with the touch put in for the Little Johns to take them to 12-3 over the Western Yell County Wolverines. And so they'll get the ball at midcourt to start the second period. Come into the front court and they start moving the ball around at the top of the key. And they found an inside pass into the free throw line. Then they kick it back out to the front. And we'll play a man-to-man defense. And a shot up for three off the rim, no good. Rebound by the Wolverines. And Wolverines managed to control the pass inside. Get it into the paint. Underneath they had a foul on the Little Johns. Foul is called on number 5 for the Little Johns. That's Roger Sema. And number 21, Edwin Garcia, will be on the line shooting 2, as it is a shooting foul. Little Johns make some substitutions. And Garcia ready to shoot his second. Hits off the glass, no good. Little Johns are going to come down with the rebound. Quickly into the front court for the Little Johns. Start moving the ball around, looking for a shot. And it goes off the hand, and the Wolverines have the ball on the run. And the bounce off is no good, and the putback is good. Rebound and putback by number 3 for the Wolverines. And that is Chris Balbuna. I may not be pronouncing that last name right either, but he is the recipient of those points for the Wolverines. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Wolverines and takes too many steps in the paint, and so the Little Johns will have the ball. That basket will not count. Steps were taken before the shot. And here come the Little Johns. They move the ball in, and number 33, Alex Mullen, goes up for the shot and is fouled. And we'll be at the line, shooting 2. First one is up and good. Mullen's second shot is up and good. 2 good shots for Mullins, makes it 14-5 with 4:15 to go in the first half. And the Wolverines bring the ball into the front court. Ball slapped away by the Little Johns and controlled by the Little Johns. Mullins takes it all the way down and off the glass and into the basket for 2 more points for Mullins. 3:47 to go in the first half as the Wolverines bring the ball back down the court. Into the front court at the top of the key. Shot, long 3, no good. Rebounded by the Wolverines. Underneath shot is also no good, rebounded by the Little Johns. And we get a tie-up. And a little pushing and shoving, a little extracurricular activity there. On the tie-up, the Little Johns have the possession arrow, so the Little Johns will get the ball. And the player with the tie-up there is going to get a little breather. Little Johns back into the front court. Intercepted pass by the Wolverines. And now we got a walk by the Wolverines at midcourt. Little Johns will have the ball. 3:14 to go in the first half. 16-5. Little Johns lead over the Wolverines. Little Johns bring the ball in, and errant pass goes to the Wolverines. And they start bringing the ball down the field, down the court. Still got a little bit of that football in me. I said field again, but we're back at the basketball court now. Wolverines passing the ball around the top of the key. Wolverines maintain control after the skirmish there. Pass down inside, up. Shot no good and out of bounds. Little Johns will have the ball at the baseline under the Wolverine goal. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half, and the Little Johns come down to the front court. The pass goes underneath to Mullins, and Mullins is going to be called for a walk on a jump step underneath the basket. And here come the Wolverines. Oh, Wolverines tried a jump shot from the paint there. It didn't go. And the Little Johns come down with the rebound. And they're back in their front court. And the pass underneath to Mullins, and it's off of his fingertips, out of bounds. 2 minutes to go in the first half, and the Wolverines come down the court. Breakaway for the Little Johns, up no good. Little Johns maintain control underneath. And then we get a foul. And it's a on the ground foul, so it'll be a takeout foul, not a shooting foul for the Little Johns. And they'll take it out under their own basket. And the Little Johns get a quick pass in. Shot up no good. Return shot up no good. Now third shot up no good. Ball still being tipped around in the air in there. And then a shot up and a foul finally called in amongst all of that. Number 12 for the Little Johns, Jaden Harden, will go to the line. Shooting foul will be 2 shots for Harden. First shot is up and good. Substitution by Danville. Second shot is up and no good. Long rebound to Wolverines, and we'll get a player called for over the back. Number 12, Jaden Harden, was called for over the back. And the Wolverines will have the ball coming down this way. Across the timeline into the front court for the Wolverines. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go in the first half. Little Johns lead 16-5. The Wolverines work the ball around the top of the key. Make a drive. We have a tie-up. And a jump ball, and the jump ball goes to Danville. So Danville will get the ball at the baseline. Little Johns come down the line. Under a minute to go now in the first half. And going to say he stepped out of bounds with the ball. Little Johns turned the ball over and have a couple of subs come in with 39.3 seconds to go in the first half. The Wolverines with the ball. They come down the court. .25, Danville charged with a push foul, calling Colton Cross, I'm sorry. And that's going to put the Wolverines in the 1-and-1. So number 21, Edwin Garcia, going to be at the line shooting the 1-and-1 for the Wolverines. 27.7 seconds left in the first half. Garcia's shot is up and no good. Rebound by the Little Johns. And here they come. And drop ball. Now it's going to be a jump ball in the middle of the court there. Ball will go to Western Yell County by the possession arrow. And they will come down across the timeline with 10 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to get a shot off here at the end of the first half. And the shot is up and no good. So at the end of the first half, the junior Little John 16, the junior Wolverines 5. And as we get ready to start the second half here, Western Yell has the possession arrow and brings the ball in to start the second half. Danville continues with the man-to-man defense. Western Yell working the ball around the top of the key. Western Yell moving the ball slowly and deliberately, and we get a whistle and a call. Guessing a walk, as the Little Johns will have the ball. I did not see the call. The Little Johns will have the ball under the Western Yell goal, and they'll bring it down into their front court. The Little Johns moving the ball around and loses the handle and out of bounds. Western Yell will take over under the Little John basket now. Western Yell drives down the lane up and with the floater and no good. And now we'll get a foul on number 1 for Western Yell County. First foul of the half, so the Little Johns get the ball into the basket. And they'll bring the ball down. Met at half court by the Western Yell pressure. Pass underneath to go up for the shot. Mullins is fouled, so he'll get 2 shots. I believe that was number 24, Dylan McKibben, on the foul for the Wolverines. Alex Mullins makes his first one. Second one on the way, and it goes in good. So with 4.5 minutes to go in the third period, the Little Johns 18, Western Yell County 5, and Western Yell County coming back into the front court. Little Johns with some hard defense out front. Now they get the ball in the on the downside. And Western Yell County gets it after an errant long distance pass, and they're headed back on their direction into their front court. Western Yell County moving the ball around the top of the ring at the three-point line. And another run up into the lane, floater, no good. Rebound by Alex Mullins. He takes it coast to coast and lays it in for 2 points for the Little Johns. Just under 3.5 minutes to go in the third period. Little Johns lead 20-5, and the Wolverines get it into the front court. They're looking for a hole, and they can't find it. Little Johns take the ball again. Mullins this time on the run again. And his floater doesn't go, but his tip in does. So 2 more points for Mullins in the lane with the tip in. And here come the Wolverines. 22-5 now, Little Johns in the lead. Little Johns get the interception on the long cross-court pass by the Wolverines. We get a foul on number 3, a push foul against Mullins. No shooting in progress, so the Little Johns will get the ball under the basket as we get a wholesale substitution by the Little Johns. And Little Johns managed to get the ball inbounds on the baseline. Now they're working it out around the top of the key with the new squad in. And it's out of bounds on the Little Johns as they tried to save it in. And now the Wolverines are making some substitutions. They get the ball in and across the timeline into the front court. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third period. Wolverines make a move, get a floater from the lane. Up, and then they get the rebound, no good. And there goes another shot by the Wolverines, no good. Tapped out of bounds by the Little Johns. Wolverines will keep control of the ball into their own basket. And the Wolverines lose a handle underneath, and here come the Little Johns. Little Johns passing it around the horn. Spin move inside, and the ball is slapped away. And they're going to say foul. Well, we're going to call it a non-shooting foul. Inside, Little Johns try a tip pass inside. We get a push foul against the Wolverines. Or no, against the Little Johns. Wolverines will take the ball out. Now here come the Wolverines into the front court. The Johns continuing the man-to-man defense. Wolverines spread the court a little bit, try to get some lanes and some room. Finds the lane, goes down, and we got a blocking call on the Wolverines. The Little Johns will have the ball. 1:22 to go in the third period. The Little Johns come into the front court. And Little Johns lose the handle on the ball. I think it's last touched by the Wolverines, so the Little Johns will have the ball under their own goal. And a shot from long out, no good. Little Johns get the rebound, start moving it around the horn, and the Wolverines intercept the pass. Now they're on the move on their end of the court. Under a minute to go in the third period. Little John's lead 22-5 as the Wolverines move around the top of the key. Got timeout. Wolverine. They get their game set. A drive in and shot up. Foul called. Foul called, I believe, on number 21 for the Little Johns. That is Ruben Blanco. And number 1, Eli Kujada is going to be shooting for the Wolverines. First one is good. Second one's up and on the way, and it's in and out, no good. And out of bounds on the Little Johns, so the Wolverines will get the ball back under their own basket. 22-6 now with 30.8 seconds to go in the third period. Wolverines get the ball in, take a quick shot, and a foul. Foul called on number 5 for the Little Johns. That is Roger Cerna. And number 21, Edwin Garcia at the line, shooting 2 shots. First one is up, bounces around the rim, and no good. Second shot from Garcia is up and good. 28.7 seconds. Here come the Little Johns into the front court. And Little Johns pass the ball around, get it down deep, and then kick it back out to number 1. Jumper shot no good, and tapped out of bounds. And it's going to be last touch by the Little Johns. And Wolverines are going to come down with 15 seconds to go in the third period. And long three-point shot is no good. Rebound by the Little Johns, but that's the end of the third period. And at the end of the third period, the Little Johns lead 22-7 over the Western Yell County. The ball to start the fourth period. 6 more minutes of junior high boys basketball here tonight. Little Johns lead 22-7. As they lose the handle on the ball, it's taken away by the Wolverines. Wolverines can't get the handle on it, but they finally do, kicking it back out. Wolverines working the ball around. Get the ball underneath, up, and a foul. So that'll be a 2-shot foul. I believe it's going to be 21 again, guilty of the foul for the Little Johns, Ruben Blanco. And number 24, Dylan McKibben on the line for the Wolverines. His first shot is up and good. Second shot is up and off the back of the rim, no good. And last touch by the Little Johns, so the Wolverines will get it under their own basket again. With 5:22 to go, and now the Little Johns making a wholesale substitution again. Wolverines get the ball in. They're working it in the corner up here. And we get a double dribble. Stopped and took one extra dribble there, so Little Johns will get the ball on the turnover. And they'll bring it into the front court. Little Johns moving the ball around and gets a foul. Number 1, Eli Kujata for the Wolverines. Guilty of the foul. Now the Wolverines get a steal on a long pass. Layup is no good, and the Little Johns come down with the rebound. Quickly transition back to the front court for them. They pop the ball around. Mullins with a three-pointer, and it is good for 3 points for Alex Mullins. Little Johns, or Wolverines, I'm sorry, down to the front court. Popping around. Jada with a long shot, no good. And Little Johns come up with the rebound underneath. And too many jump step there by Mullins. It's going to be a walk and a turnover to the Wolverines. Wolverines making a substitution. 4:14 to go in the contest. Little Johns lead 25-8. Wolverines with the ball into the Little John basket. Wolverines move the ball across the timeline. Little Johns try to trap. Finally, the ball knocks loose, and Little Johns have it. And a nice move by Alex Mullins behind the back, and can't finish with the layup. In and out. Now the Little Johns are going to control the ball. And they do finally control the ball at half court. Now they're moving the ball around, and things are going crazy. And now Mullins is going to control the ball in the corner, and now we got a whistle and a foul. 21, Edwin Garcia for the Wolverines with a push foul. And the Little Johns again are going to make a wholesale substitution. And they'll have the ball under their own basket. And Little Johns get the ball in, lose the handle, and out of bounds. And now the Wolverines will have the ball under the Little John basket. 3.5 minutes to go in the contest. And here come the Wolverines. They come into the front court. They're looking to push it into the lane, and they can't. And then they kick it back out to the top of the key. Again, drive into the lane, a floater, no good. Little John's trying to get the handle on the far side, and they do. Now Little John's on the move as they come across the timeline. And interception on the pass by the Wolverines. Now the Wolverines on the run as they come down, try to lay something up. I believe they're going to call a foul on number 10 for the Little Johns. That's Aiden Hannum. And now the Wolverines are going to make some big changes to their lineup. And the quick pitch in, shot up, no good. A rebound by the Wolverines. They start moving the ball around back at the top of the key. And the ball's taken away by the Little Johns. Little Johns are on the run. And they go up and fouled by the Wolverines on the layup. So they're going to call it on the floor for the foul. So the pass in hits the back of the backboard and out. So now it'll be to the Wolverines. And Wolverines bring the ball in on the far end. 2.5 minutes to go in the contest as they come into the front court. Go in, quick shot up for number 33 for the Wolverines. He takes it down, passes it back out to number 12. Shot up off the rim, no good. And the ball's slapped out of bounds, and that's going to be out on the anvil, so the Wolverines will bring the ball in under their own basket. There's the move, and then we get a walk. Nope, we get a foul on number 32 by the Little Johns. So they call Gunnar Wilkins for the a foul. Wolverines get the ball out underneath their own basket again. Wolverines lose the handle but get it back out at the top of the key. 2 minutes to go in the contest. Wolverines having trouble keeping hold of the ball, as are the Little Johns. Finally, everybody settles down. Bounce pass is no good, intercepted by the Little Johns. Little Johns coming down now, bringing the ball in. Shot up, no good, and rebound to the Wolverines. Wolverines bringing the ball into their front court. Minute and a half, pass in, shot up, no good. Ball out of bounds. Little Johns will have the ball as they get a replacement coming in. And another replacement. Substitutions coming in here. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go in the game. Little Johns bring the ball in. No contest to half court. Wolverines in a 3-2. And drive in there by number 32. Or no, I'm sorry, that's 22. Alex Moore drives that ball in and lays it off the glass. Good for the Little Johns. Now Western Yell down in their front court trying to make something happen. They get a bunch pass out. And a shot up and good. Number 33. Hunter Eberson for the Wolverines with a bank shot. 2-pointer for the Wolverines. And now we get a tie-up and a wholesale exchange for the Little Johns once again. 37.9 seconds. Little Johns bring the ball in from the baseline. And shot up, no good. Little Johns get the rebound. Start passing the ball around. And shot up, no good. And Little Johns can't chase that ball down, so the Wolverines will have the ball with 23.7 seconds to go. And the Wolverines bring it into the front court. Final seconds of the game here. Shot, long, 3-pointer, no good. Tipped and tapped. Going to be out on the Wolverines. The Little Johns will bring the ball in. 5.3 seconds. And there's the buzzer shot. And it's off the glass, no good. So the final score, Danville Little Johns 27, the Western Yell County Wolverines 10. This is the first night of the 7th grade and junior high game. Please join us tomorrow night for the second night. And on Saturday, we'll have a day-long run of basketball here at 7th graders and junior high as we wrap up the 7th grade and junior high Yell County tournament. We'll see you tomorrow night. Or I won't see you tomorrow night, but somebody will see you tomorrow night here on ArcWest Communications.